ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
Mr. Patel, let's call him Mr. Patel. Mr. Patel married late in life. His wife was also 43 when they married. Then for 3 years, they did not have any issue. After 3 years, a baby girl was born to them. If God gives us children, I wish none of us will get a child like that. The baby was born without any muscular strength, without any bone strength. If you take a kerchief and you hold the kerchief up like this and you drop it, the kerchief crumbles down. That's how the baby was. Mr. Patel was a salesman in a paint factory. He was not rich, but he spent a fortune trying to seek cures for this baby girl. Finally, they even sold their cooking vessels, utensils, in order to raise money. Nothing happened. The child grew worse. Somebody told him that in the south of India, there is one person who can cure. He is called Sri Satya Sai Baba. Please go there and show your daughter to him. Mr. Patel went and spoke to his wife. He had no knowledge of Sri Satya Sai Baba. His wife said, no, this is all black magic. I am not going to go there. 2 years went by and the child became worse. Finally, Mr. Patel could contain himself no longer. He took a photograph of that baby and he asked directions of how to go to Prashanti Nilayam. That old Mandiram was there at that time. And Swami was staying at one end, there was a veranda. Swami would cross over for his tiffin at the other end. He said he arrived in Prashanti Nilayam at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Swami was just standing there looking at the crowd. So he folded his hands and said, if you are a man of God, help me, I am in need. Swami didn't even look at him. Their eyes didn't meet. And then Swami went away. So he asked people around him, what should I do? They said, well, we sit here. Swami comes out, he seeks people for an interview. He might call you, sit down. While he was sitting down, Swami came out and came directly towards him, but not looking at him. And I'm trying to tell you in Patel's own words. He said, Swami picked up a person to the right of me. Swami picked up a person to the left of me. Swami picked up a person in front of me. Swami picked up a person behind me. He just didn't even look at me. And then Swami went away with the people he had selected for interview. He was surprised. He said, what should I do? I've taken 10 days leave from my office. Somebody told him, look, I've been waiting here for 10 days and I have not had an interview. Somebody told him, I have been here for a month and I have not been called. He got panicky, but they said, don't worry, tomorrow morning is another interview. You come in the morning, then also in the afternoon. So he tried that. The same sequence repeated itself. Swami called to the right of him, to the left of him, behind him, in front of him, but did not look at him. He said during the functions, he tried to catch Swami's eye. He sort of ran in front of the queue. He tried to break the queue. He tried many things. Swami just wouldn't look at him. After 14 days, he said, an old man comes, he extended his leave. Something made him stay. So he sent a telegram to his office, please extend leave. After 14 days, someone comes out from the ashram and says, there were about 200 people left at that time. He says, all may go now. Swami says, all are blessed. Swami is leaving. He just got absolutely upset. He didn't know what to do. He says, I can't go back to my wife. There'll be a big fight in the house. I can't go back. This is useless. Swami has not seen me. He has not looked at me. He doesn't know my problem. So you know what he did? He went to the railway tracks and he laid down. He said, I will wait for the train to come. But friends, trains run late in India. And he had to wait for quite some time. 2.5 hours passed by. The hot sun was beating down on him. Finally, he got up. And he said, well, then thoughts, should I leave my wife alone? Is it very fair to leave her with this child? Am I doing the right thing? Etc., etc., etc. And he went home. 17 days after he had left his home, he went there. Sorry, I get emotional. He opened the door, and there was this child that he had left as a vegetable, sitting down, playing. He said, and when the child who had not seen the father for so long got up, toddled towards him, and toddled towards the father and said, Pa. The child before could not speak, it could only follow with his eyes. He said, I put my bags down and I cried. Then his wife told him that the time he correlated, he made this wish, if you are a man of God, tell me. That time the child started to improve. Now what I want to stress here, this man had no knowledge of Satya Sai. He didn't speak with Sai. He didn't talk to him. He didn't express on a one-to-one basis his problem. Yet Sai knew and Sai cured. I'm not saying the child today is completely normal. There's been a lag of 3 years or 4 years. And the child, if he wants to go there, if she wants to go there, says, I there. That sort of a thing, complete. She cannot, but she can get up, she can put her clothes on, she can do her toilet. It's a great relief to a family.
To teach my